Hey everybody, this is your boy Zero for another Gunpla review. In this episode, we're going to cover the Master Grade Aile Strike Gundam from Gundam Seed. I've already done the Strike Rouge, the OG Strike, the Entry Grade Strike, I would say, and I did the other version of the Strike Rouge, the remastered one. So I figured I might as well do the Master Grade, cover all the bases. In this review, I'm going to cover all the positives and negatives and everything in between. I picked up this dude at Galactic Toys, so if you want to hit up our buddies there, great. It supports the channel. My link is down below. And so, yeah. I figured since the last Master Grade video I did really well, the Master Grade Ixia, I figured might as well try the Master Grade Strike and see how well that does. Because, why not? It got me a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, so I want to see if Master Grades are the thing. Because people seem to like Master Grades. And to be fair, so do I. So let's get into the review. Later. So, this is the Strike Master Grade with everything it comes with. This was a huge box, so it came with a lot of pieces. And unlike a lot of Master Grades who only comes with the pilot and the stand and the the pilot and the little figurine to be, the same character, but outside the mobile suit. This came with actually 2 pilots. So if you want to do either Kira Yamato or Mula Flaga, you have the options. I went with the Kira one because, gotta go with the classic. You can paint them if you want, that's on you. It comes with 2 beam sabers, as you can clearly see, 1 and 2 in the back. Ports to the stand, which I'll get to how awesome I love this thing in a moment. 2 stands to make it in fly mode or just use this as a regular stand. Base adapters for the set base. And pieces for when you try to build the perfect Strike Gundam, which is only available, which kind of annoys the living sin out of me. Because we got all the pieces for all the extra batteries for the perfect strike and how to combine this with the 2 other striker packs sold separately. Because, Bandai needs extra cash. A metric butt ton, and I believe this is I honestly don't know what this is. I think this may be a port to another stand, or possibly for the perfect strike. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. Then we have a bunch of hands. And of course the classics beam, shield, sword situation here. But let's talk about my favorite part of this thing. Minusing the Gundam itself, which I'll, again, get to in a second. The stand. They could have given you a regular, really nice Master Grade stand. They're great. I personally don't mind them. They just take up a lot of space. I think one of my custom builds is on one. If not, I think he's passed out drunk in the back. I don't know. But regardless, those things can hold up a lot of weight. Bandai decided to one-up this by literally giving you the conveyor belt launch pad from Gundam Seed from the Archangel. I love this. And you can literally pop your... I booped the camera. Okay. So, here's the top part. You can plug it in from the back part here. Did I have it upside down? Oh. No wonder this isn't... This part is... not open. Duh. Big brain not working. Over. And you can... Yeah, be careful. These things can pop off. So you can just pop the feet down, and bam. Strike's ready to fly. Which is great. Let's just now unplug it. And move this to the side because this is going to get in the way. And reconnect the side skirt. Oh, well, since the side skirt's removed, I can actually do this part of the review earlier. Neat. So this actually comes with the Armor Schneider combat knives. Not color accurate, mind you, but accurate to the show that you can fold it up and put it in the side skirt, which is awesome. Did I have that upside down? I think I put it in upside down. I mean, yeah, you can get it out this way. Close it. Which is awesome. So it's very accurate to the show. Pop it back on. Okay. And let's just take off the humongous backpack. You don't want to pull too hard because it could break it. There we go. There we go. Now we have the Strike Gundam without the Aile Striker pack on it. So, I love this thing. I think I've minusing the one Gundam from the Gundam Seed universe in the Master Grade form, which I refuse to talk about because it's now my enemy. I love almost all my Master Grades equally because they are awesome. Yes, I know. I sound like a 5-year-old talking about how awesome things are. And I'm okay with that. Because minusing the decals, because I'm not a huge fan of the decals because it makes it more realistic in the modern world, but not realistic to the show. But that's just a personal gripe. If you love putting all those crazy decals on it, go for it. To me, they make them look a little too busy and not accurate to the show, but hey. If you love it, I ain't gonna judge you. I've seen some done look very tasteful and really nice. So, like I said, that's a personal thing. It comes with an incredibly small sticker sheet, which is just the scope of the gun, the eyes, the cameras. That's it. Which is great. So, that's always a great thing to have. And this is the fully interchangeable hand, so you just pop off the 4 fingers here of each hand and replace them with any of the spare fingers. I'm not doing that in this video mostly because they're a hassle to deal with regardless. If you have, long story short, if you have those hands, they're a little bit more of a hassle in my opinion than the other ones, but to be honest, both sets are not that amazing. They're both kind of a pain to deal with. But so that's up to a personal discretion. But like I said, just my opinion. I prefer the other one that was on like my Master Grade Ixia, that it's 2 movable fingers and the other 3 fingers of the hand are paralyzed and you can move them either way, because it's just a lot easier than having to interchange hands to connect to get the right hands for each weapon or shield or whatever. It's just a lot easier in my opinion. Like I said, my opinion. If you disagree, hey, I'm glad we can disagree peacefully. As you can see, this has more detail than a Master Grade. Yes, a Master Grade has more detail than a Master Grade. Wow. It has more detail than the High Grade. And, unlike its counterpart, it's more color accurate. Which, you know, again, I love. But, let's talk about the articulation. I took it off the backpack for this reason, because you know how they got the light. Okay, let's... part of me says... Let's see. Okay, let's do the gun arm, because it's a lot easier. This is as far the arm bends. You get a good full bend if the gun wasn't there, so you gotta get good bend on the arm there. That's always good. More than 90 degrees, so it's slightly more realistic. Awesome. Be careful, these arms are tight, so if you try to force it, it could break it or bend him in the wrong position, so you never want that. That's as high as the arm goes to the side. We have a movable back flap, so leg can go all the way that way. Close that. Push that forward a bit. That's as high as the front skirt gets, people. So, again, be very careful. You could break it. And leg goes up here. You get a decent rocket kick. Cautionary tail. This pops out, but it's supposed to. So if you're freaking out that, oh no, the knee joint is popping loose. No, it's supposed to look like this. Which is great. Let's see the leg bend. Let's close that over. Look at that. That's a full, I can kick myself literally in the back. So you get decent posing. The ankles are really good. The foot bends, so you can pose it like that. I don't know why you need your foot bent like that, but hey, you can do that now. which is great. So, and of course, we can squish him to the back, grab the Aile Striker pack, because now we got to do the articulation on this thing. This is great because you got the wings all on a pull. You can spin the wings 360. You don't have to, but you can. Be careful, they can come out loose, so be very cautious with that. Like in a plane, the back parts of the wings the fins of the plane can go, the Aile Striker can go up and down, which is very nice. These, much like on their high-grade counterparts, can move up, down, swivel. And this part is paralyzed like it's supposed to be. The battery ain't going nowhere. Then we have the beam sabers, who kind of, if you look at it at a certain angle, kind of look like joysticks to a video game. To an old arcade cabinet, you know, which is pretty neat. And as you can see here, there's the port to put it in the back of the Strike. Or anything that is a Striker descendant, like the Strike Rouge, or the Eclipse, I believe, because it uses Striker packs on its own. So you can use that there. And unlike a lot of Gundams, it's not totally back heavy. It is back heavy, but it can actually stand under its own weight. That's great. It's a solid build, even with the backpack on. Nothing jiggles. Nothing falls off. It is stable and it's solid. It's great. So let's get to the summary and let's wrap up this review. So, all in all, the Aile Strike Gundam from Gundam Seed Master Grade is one of my top, like what, 3 or 4 reviewed for this channel? 3, I think. Actually, no, 4. This will be the 4th. So this is by far the best. Don't get me wrong, I love my Ixia, but this is just a little bit better. Just a little bit. It can sustain its own weight. While the joints are tight, and it does take away some from the articulation because it's more of a struggle to get into poses, it can most likely hold those poses for a long time. And you don't have to worry about it falling over under its own weight. As you see, I'm literally just talking to you guys, and this thing still has a very heavy backpack on it, and it's still standing. It's not on my stand. It's just holding its own weight, which is great. Not a lot of models, unfortunately, with a huge backpack like that can do. It's rather frustrating, actually. Like, I love my Gundam Death Cytel EW, one of my favorite Gundams of all time. But honestly, it can't support its own weight under its own backpack. It's ridiculous. So it's like, it's a give or take situation. But I'm venting and, ranting. So, if you want one of your own, there's a link down below to the Galactic Toys where I got it from. Hit them up, support the channel. My other links are down below, the playlist and all that other stuff. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace and have a nice day.